Welcome to this new Addon Spotlight. In this Addon Spotlight we're going to look at the latest version of Oslo Gardermoen Airport, which is version 1.5. It's probably one of the most detailed and most fantastic community builds which there is currently available, because it contains so much detail. I really like this one. So what's being added in version 1.5? Well, let's have a look in Flight Simulator itself, because it mostly is internally. But before doing that, let's add some, say, other things, right, which have been adjusted. For example, there are now custom ILS has been added to the runways, and there are added custom buildings to the military area, and there's small tweaks to the runway elevations, right? That's probably something you can't see, or might be harder to see, I should say. Then the night lightning optimization, difficult word, was optimized, and there was some lights also removed which was not being used as we speak. Other than that, there was the jetway bridges. They were slightly thinner, right? So they changed that part, and all the other things, let's have a look at it ourselves, because those have been changed. Clearly visible in this nice community add-on. So the first thing which has changed is the traffic tower. The traffic tower now has some interior. So let's go slowly into it. Right, you can see some computers here. It's not as detailed yet, but I would say it's a starting point. So we can look around us, around the airport, and we can see all the screens. So that's the first adjustment which have been made. So if we go now back to the terminal building, which is over here, we can see a lot of work has been done here, because we can see all kind of self-service desks here, right? So which you can use for self-check-in, but also the check-in here can be seen where you can leave the baggage. That all has been added to the add-on, including, I would say, some nice details. Let me go a little bit higher, and right, you can even see the, I would say, some airliners here. You can even have the option here to scan your check-in card, and if we would go there, we would see another one, right, with the baggage drop. Kiosk has now been added, and here we've got the departures, right? Departures including the security checks, which will eventually bring us to the say departure hall itself, which was already modeled pretty well the last time we looked at it. Some new screens have been added here, and it looks like that in the future they will add all kind of shops here. That's cool also, because this is the second piece, right? This is the international part of the airport, where you can enter, I would say, the shops here. It's only for tax-free. So a lot of cool stuff has been added, and I would say more is to come if you would see this, right? So let's fly to it. Some nice signs here also. Again, security checks, I'd say building blocks, which are already added here. Oh, then I pressed the wrong button. We need to start from scratch again. So a lot of details, right? So I'm really impressed by all the features which you have added. So where were we? We were at this part of the airport, because the other part has also been modified, but we're gonna have a look at it a few seconds later. So we were here. Well, I pressed the incorrect button, right? The 5 button. Again, here's some check-ins for the for different airliners. Lufthansa, that's also, I think it's a new one which has been added. Norwegian was already there. Also some, let's say, advertising here. Some other shops which are currently closed. Probably they will open, they might open them up in the future. Some more airliners here. So let's go to this wall and to the other wall, and then we will enter the part which has not been modified yet. So going back, flying to the roof. Let's look at this part. I don't think that there are a lot of modifications being made here, besides the shops, right? So there's a lot of preparation work being done to, I'd say, add the shops here on this level. So I do expect that in a future release, maybe version 1.6 or maybe even higher, we will see shops popping up here, which I would say makes it even more realistic, right? You can see it here. Fashion, sports. Maybe they can't use the signs from the official shops because that's not allowed due to some things. So then here we've got the escalators. This part's also new. So this part has now been, you can see that, say, initially they spent time on doing the exterior piece. They already started moving on the working on the interior, but now really the interior work has been, I would say, getting prioritized here. You can see escalators here. This is escalator from the jetway, which was already there, but this one is definitely new. This one wasn't in the previous release. Continuing our trip. Again, more shops here. More advertising things. Even an escalator here, right? So that you don't have to walk. So a lot of cool things, including the multiple airliners which have been added as part of update number 1.5. So cool things, and I keep saying cool things because I'm so impressed about how the quality of this one. So it's definitely say one of the recommendations to go to Flight Simulator 2, download your own version, and then start using it. Here ends this video. I hope you liked it. If you liked it, then consider to use the like button. If you got questions or comments, then feel free to post them in the comment box below. And if you want to stay up to date about new videos I'm posting, then make sure that you're subscribing to my channel. Thanks for watching and see you next time.